Well, good morning, everybody, and good to be on with you this morning. No, we're a few minutes late. I got talking with somebody, and so sorry we're on a little bit later than normal here this morning. Just a few minutes, though, so hopefully it doesn't throw you off too much. Once again, welcome to Friday. It is November the 11th, and say Happy Veterans Day. So thankful for people that have served our country to preserve our freedom. And so thankful for those that have sacrificed the best years of their lives, the best times of their lives, so that we may enjoy our lives. And man, don't ever get over just the thought of those that have sacrificed so much for us. And it's truly incredible, truly remarkable. And I want to encourage you as we consider even Veterans Day. We're going to be honoring our veterans this Sunday during the morning service. We have a special gift for them, and I hope that if you're a veteran that you'll be there, and if you've got a veteran in your family that you will invite them to join you for services this Sunday, and look forward to that. Thank you once again for being on. Thank you for your prayers. Feeling a little bit better today, and man, just felt kind of dizzy yesterday. Just kind of maybe zombie-like, just kind of floating a bit. And I think we're past that a little bit, Lord willing. But thank you so much for your prayers. Especially over this last week and a half, where man, my body's just kind of gone through it. I shouldn't say it, wasn't going to say it, but you know what? We're talking about Job here and what he's going through, and it's almost like the Lord saying, "Hey, that's easy to talk about. That's easy to share. Let's see how you handle it when you go through it." And so, I don't think that's necessarily it, but I will say the thought has crossed my mind. Over the last several days. And so praise the Lord, and if you got good health, thank the Lord for it. And if things are going well for you, praise the Lord for it and enjoy it while it is. And man, if it's not, take Job's approach and continue to trust the Lord through the midst of it all. Okay, here we go. Man, I kind of stalled a little bit too long on that. We're going to be in Job chapter number 6. Job chapter 6. Once again, be sure to like, share, and comment so that others can jump on here. And so that they can be a part of the Power Up here live and over the next several minutes together. We're in Job chapter 6. Here we go. Verse number 14. To him that is afflicted. Now, remember, this is Job speaking. Remember, Eliphaz has spoken, and his friends have sat there in silence and just kind of stared and hemmed and hawed at Job. But look at verse 14. To him that is afflicted, pity should be showed from his friend, but he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. Here Job say, hey, to him that is afflicted, and really Job might be saying, hey, to him that's afflicted, hey, that's me, hey, I'm the one that's afflicted. Pity should be showed from his friends. So Job's telling his friends how they should be responding to his affliction, what they should be doing while Job is in his affliction. Hey, have pity on me. Hey, you come in here judging and all that kind of stuff, man. I'm going through it. Have pity on me. Don't try to figure out what's wrong with Job. What's he hiding? What sin is he hiding? No, have pity on me. I've lost everything, he's saying. But he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. And then let's look further down here. It says, my brethren, and talking to, these are close friends he has. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, and as the stream of brooks, they pass away. You think about a river, a brook, a stream, and really how deceitful it can be. Think about it in just several different ways. Man, over the top, it seems like it's calm maybe, and then underneath it's rushing like crazy sometimes. The brook slowly eats away at its banks and so on. And so the brook is deceitful. He says, my brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook. Man, they're there. They look the part on the outside, but man, their words have been harsh, have been kind of unnecessarily judgmental, and man, but they're there. Just like the brook is there, and you don't see the inner workings of what's going on with the water in the brook sometimes too, as it washes away its banks, as maybe the current is stronger than what it appears underneath, and the list goes on. He says, verse number 16, the stream, and as the stream brooks pass away, verse number 15, verse 16, which are blackish by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid, And you think about even a brook that may freeze over, you've got to be careful because the ice isn't necessarily that thick, and it can be, it can look like it, but it's not thick, and so you've got to be careful in the cold. It says even and wherein the snow is hid. Verse number 17, what time they wax warm and they vanish. And so in the heat of maybe summer, the brooks dry up. It says when it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. And there's evidence of the brook that was there, but it is no longer there because of the heat of the sun, heat of the summer. The paths of their way are turned aside. They go to nothing and perish. And in the heat of summer, you get the winds that come and they wash away the dirt and so on. And it looks like they're not there. And so that's kind of what Job is referring kind of to his friends, like the brook. You know, they're there, but man, they haven't been encouraging and as uplifting as they should have been. And their words have really dried up and gone away, much like the brook does in the heat of summer. And you look at the pity that should have been shown, the loving kindness maybe that should have been shown, quickly disappears and quickly dissipates, just like the brook in the heat of the summer dissipates. And so Job referring to his friends like that. Then verse number 19, the troops of Tema looked, the companies of Sheba waited for them. They were confounded because they had hoped. They came thither and were ashamed. For now ye are nothing. Ye see my casting down and are afraid. And so Job says, hey, I've been cast down. I've lost everything. You see my casting down and you're afraid. And that's why, and Job's friends, they come to him, hey, what's going on? Hey, Job, there's something wrong. Hey, Job, you're hiding something. And they're afraid. They're afraid for Job and what he's going through. And I think that could be why Job's friends respond the way that they do and are a little harsh, a little judgmental, and all of that. I think the reason why is because really they're afraid. I mean, Job's their good friend. Job's somebody that they know, and they probably spent time with Job, spent time with his family, and those types of things. And to see Job in this state where he's lost his health, he's covered from head to toe with boils and all of that, and they are afraid, and maybe rightfully so, and they see Job in his state, and they just live in fear. Let's look at verse number 22. Did I say, bring unto me, or give a reward for me of your substance, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. And so Job says, hey, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask you to bring anything. Didn't ask for you to come, or I didn't ask you to deliver me from the enemy's hand. I didn't ask you to pry into my life and to see what is going on. I didn't ask for any of that. And he says, redeem me from the hand of the mighty. He sees here, or he says here. And then he says this, he says, guys, hey, just teach me, and I will hold my tongue. Cause me to understand wherein I have erred. And really that's kind of his prayer before the Lord. If I've erred, how? And God show me. Verse 25, how forcible are right words, but what doth your arguing reprove? Job is saying, hey, I don't understand the content of your speech, your conversation here. I don't understand the point in arguing here. And Job says, hey, I've done nothing that I know of to offend the Lord, to bring this upon me in regards to judgment for something, and yet you continue to accuse me of doing something that is wrong. And he says, how forcible are right words, but what doth your arguing reprove? Hey, your arguing does nothing here. And then verse 26, do ye imagine to reprove words, and the speeches of one that is desperate, which are as as wind. Yea, ye overwhelm the fatherless, and ye dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be content, look upon me, for it is evident unto you if I lie. Return, I pray you, let it not be iniquity. Yea, return again, my righteousness is in it. Is there iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things? And so Job here in these last several verses says, hey, you've come, you dig a pit for your friend, and man, you're just making things worse for me. He says, be content in verse number 28 and look upon me, for it is evident unto you if I lie. And Job says, hey, you know if I'm lying or not. Look at me. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have any reason to lie. And he says, return again, my righteousness is in it. Hey, I've been living right. I've been striving to live for the Lord, and return that righteousness to me, my dignity, my character and quality. Hey, I've lost everything. Let me keep my character. I've lost my quality of life. Let me keep my character, my reputation, and don't steal that from me. Guys, he says, guys, you know if I'm lying or not. And so Job's just really upfront with his friends here. His friends have kind of really been straightforward with him, and maybe a little too much so. And so Job tries to set the record straight here. And let me just kind of encourage you, when you come into a situation, maybe you've got a friend going through a heartache, through a difficulty, don't pour on and make the situation worse. Rather, hey, let's try to encourage in the midst of their trial, and don't pile on for them. Okay? All right, we're going to leave you with that. Let me give a couple shout outs to those who are on. Once again, I apologize that we were a little bit late today, and so hopefully it doesn't throw you off too much. But let me greet those of you who are on here today. Cliff and Karen, good morning to you. Thank you for watching today. Brian and Cindy, good morning. Have an awesome day. Barnett's, good morning to you and happy Veterans Day. Thank you, Lee, for your service, and Angie and family for your sacrifice as well. And appreciate you guys so very much. And praise the Lord, I am feeling a little bit better today, and I would ask all of you to continue to pray for renewed strength for every day. Jean, good morning to you as well. Ingrid, good morning. Love you. Have a great day. David, good morning. Dennis and Geraldine, good morning. I hope you guys have a great day. And then Jody, good morning to you as well. Thank you for being on. All right, Lord bless you all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget services on Sunday. Be in prayer for our young people. They got a Bible quiz meet tomorrow. And so be in prayer for them. They've been studying Matthew chapters 1 through 5, and they've really been working hard on that. So look forward to that Bible quiz tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday for our Power Up.